There's a common myth that men's testosterone levels naturally decline as they get older, but this is complete bullshit. This is a lie that's been perpetuated to help men accept the fact that they're being domesticated. Men have been conditioned to accept living a mediocre life and basically give up and stop acting as a bold man. When you combine this with the xenoestrogens, glyphosate, and other toxins that a lot of men are consuming on a daily basis, it's no wonder why testosterone levels are plummeting at an unprecedented level, creating a generation of touchy-feely soy boys. I know because I was one of them. The good news is that regardless of your age, you can maximize your testosterone levels and your sexual health naturally. And that's what I'm going to break down in this video. Let's get into it. The most important thing to know is that most men are not getting essential nutrients that their body needs for testosterone production for many reasons, but basically, first of all, modern diet is not very healthy for the average person, but combined with the fact that most food available at stores is coming from farms with depleted soil, there's little of the essential nutrients and minerals that we need to thrive in the average diet. So you may need to supplement things. My recommendations, the essential minerals and nutrients for testosterone production for healthy hormone levels are zinc, magnesium, boron, and selenium. Also need vitamins D and K. If you don't get regular sun exposure, you definitely want to supplement vitamin D. Taking fulvic and humic acid is also really great for trace mineral support and detoxification, which we'll get into in a little bit. Saturated fats and cholesterol are essential for hormonal health. Saturated fats and cholesterol are the building blocks of hormones. If you're not getting these in your diet, you're going to be depleted. And I know that the seed oil companies spend a lot of money to basically own the American Heart Association, claiming that saturated fats are bad for our health, even though this is what we as humans exclusively consumed for thousands of years. All of a sudden, in modern times, we're unhealthy. I wonder why that is. Personally, I eat a lot of animal products. I did the vegan thing, wrecked my libido, wrecked my health. I do not recommend the vegan diet personally. I think it's a psyop. The next thing is cold exposure, specifically to your balls. Here's the thing. The body was designed to keep the testicles at a cooler temperature than the rest of the body. That's why they hang off of your body. So when they're crammed up against your body, wearing tight underwear, constricted clothing, your balls get too hot. Your sperm count plummets, your testosterone production drops. So first of all, do not wear constrictive clothing, constrictive underwear. Second of all, take cold showers. Simple solution. Or even better, take ice baths. Cold exposure has a lot of benefits, but especially for increasing your testosterone production, keep your balls cold. I have an ice pack I keep in my freezer, which I place directly on my testicles for a few minutes, at least once a day. Now, there's a lot of behavioral factors to your hormone levels as well. Your hormone levels affect your behavior, but on the other end, your behavior also affects your hormone levels. For example, a man who's high in testosterone is known to be more confident, more assertive, more sexually driven. But on the other hand, the more that you start acting assertively, the more confidence you start to embody. When you start taking leadership in your life, when you start spending time around other men, naturally your testosterone levels start to increase. So be less touchy-feely and be more in your masculine, lifting weights, going to martial arts classes, having some sort of assertive, aggressive outlets. And I guarantee you're going to feel more, more oomph in your body, in your mind. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe to my channel to support me and support my message getting out there. And feel free to share my videos with someone who needs to hear this to help the message get out there. Also, make sure you get my free ejaculation control course through the link in the video description of this video. Diving back in, one of the reasons men have symptoms of low testosterone, even if you have a normal testosterone level, what happens is your free testosterone is low because your available testosterone is bound up to usually estrogens, sex hormone binding globulin, and estrogens in the body. Of course, many other things I'm sharing in this video will help with this, but something that specifically helps with this is consuming a compound called DIM. This is a compound which naturally occurs in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli and Brussels sprouts, but you can also take it as a supplement. What this does is it prevents your testosterone from converting into estrogen, helps to free up your free testosterone levels. Sun exposure. There's been studies showing that when a man exposes his testicles directly to the sun, get that sun right on your balls, baby, your testosterone increases up to 150%. There's been a whole modern psyop of this fear of the sun, fear of sunlight, cover up your skin, wear sunscreen. What really causes these deadly things people get on their skin is the garbage that they're putting on their skin. Heavy metals, all this shit clogs up your body, clogs up your lymph system. For thousands of years, we lived out in the sun. We were fine. Again, coming back to vitamin D, the best source of vitamin D is the sunlight. Getting sun on your balls does wonders for your health and especially your hormone levels. So find a private area, pull your pants down, and get that sun right on your balls. And I know people say, well, Jonathan, you said you're supposed to keep the testicles cool. Doesn't sunlight make them hot? Yes, it's true. The point of sunning your balls is not to make them hot. The point is to get that healing full spectrum sun on your testicles. Now, a byproduct of that is that they get hot. So here's what you do. After you sun your balls, put an ice pack on them and cool them down. There you go. Stress reduction is essential if you want to have healthy testosterone levels. One of the main factors in hormone imbalances in the modern world is stress. When you're functioning in a state of stress constantly, the body releases heightened levels of cortisol into your blood. When your cortisol is high, your testosterone is going to be low. That's just how it is. So one of the best things you can do is to reduce stress in your life. Obviously, it's impossible to live a modern lifestyle and to have zero stress, but it's important that you train yourself to adapt to stress, help your body and your nervous system recuperate and to handle higher levels of stress. What is very helpful for this is practicing things like breath work, qigong, and yoga. This helps you to basically upgrade your nervous system and have tools that help you to transition out of stress states. Rest and sleep are essential because most of your hormone regulation and production is happening when you are asleep, when you're resting. And if you're not getting enough sleep, you are not going to have healthy hormones. Again, it doesn't matter how healthy your diet is, your exercise routine, all these supplements you're taking, none of that means shit if your sleep is garbage. And here's a little sleep hack. There's a magic window of time during the day that if you're asleep during this, you will get the most hormonal rejuvenation. And that is between 10 p.m. and midnight. 10 p.m. and midnight. So if you can get in bed and be asleep by 10 p.m., it's going to dramatically improve your hormonal levels, your circadian rhythm, and just your energy levels in general. Personally, I used to be a night owl. I love being up late at night because it's just a very quiet, calm time of the day. But here's the thing, when I was going to bed at 2 in the morning, waking up at 10 a.m., I always felt sluggish. And when I started going to bed earlier and getting up earlier, rising with the sun, I noticed that I felt way more rejuvenated from my sleep, had way more energy. I woke up feeling fresh, feeling excited for the day. And of course, my hormones felt a lot healthier as well. So get as much sleep as you need. And if you can be in bed by 10 p.m., it's gonna be even better. Testicle massage. So just as you might get a regular massage to loosen up tension in the body, increase circulation, get more flow happening there. Same thing with your balls. Massage them every day, squeeze them, massage them, slap them a little bit. It's kind of gently, I'm serious. And it will break up any stagnance in that area, get fresh blood flowing through there, which will improve your hormone production. I made a video on testicle massage if you really want an in-depth how-to. It's really simple, but some of you want the how-to, so check out that video. Massage your balls every day. I massage my balls first thing in the morning and before I go to sleep at night. It does not take very long. Exercise. Exercise is essential, but here's the thing. You can't exercise too much. Some people are at the gym 6 or 7 days a week doing intensive weight training. You can guarantee that that is going to overwhelm your body's nervous system and it's going to have a negative effect on your hormonal levels. Too little exercise will cause stagnance in your system. Things won't flow very well, but too much exercise overwhelms your system and you don't get enough rest. So basically, you're overtraining and hormones plummet. I've experienced both ends of the spectrum personally. This is going to vary based on your level of endurance, your health, and your age. And it's going to change throughout time. So, learn to listen to your body. But basically, you want to get your blood running, you want to get your heart pumping. But specifically for hormones, strength training. Strength training the major muscle groups of the body leads to higher levels of human growth hormone and testosterone production. Which brings me right to the next point in that decreasing your body fat will boost testosterone. You guys can look at videos of me back in, early 2022. I got a little chunky. I was bulking a little too hard. And I felt very sluggish, and that was a time when I started experiencing some hormonal imbalances, which there was many factors to, but I think one of the factors was that my body fat was a bit higher than is ideal. Having higher levels of body fat correlates to having higher levels of estrogen, and having high levels of estrogen means you're not going to have as much free testosterone available to you. You're going to be more estrogenic, less testosterone. So reducing your body fat is going to be a great way to increase your testosterone levels. How do you do that? Simply be in a caloric deficit. That means either upping your exercise or reducing the amount of calories you're eating, being smart about what you're eating more protein, less refined carbohydrates, less junk foods, and more real foods. It's not as difficult as it may seem like, and it will be a game changer for you. Regulate your ejaculation. When you're ejaculating every single day, you experience heightened levels of prolactin in your blood, which inhibits testosterone levels. Basically, frequent ejaculation in the long term, usually not at first. In your teenage years, it's not going to have as much of an impact. But over time, usually men in their 20s and definitely 30s and 40s, frequently ejaculating correlates with lowered levels of testosterone. So this doesn't mean you can never ejaculate. It means you should go periods of time without ejaculating. And that doesn't mean you don't have sex. Check out my videos on non-ejaculatory orgasms to understand that orgasm and ejaculation are two different things. And it's actually beneficial to have a lot of sex without ejaculating. That will also help you boost your testosterone levels. Detoxification. This is actually one of the most important things. I've saved it for last because the point here is that you can do everything else I've mentioned in this video. You could be doing all these things. You're eating a high nutrition diet. You're exercising right on point. You're getting amazing sleep, but you still have low testosterone. This is what happened to me. And here's the thing. There's toxins in our food, in our water, in our air, in our environment, in soap, shampoos, in your clothes, toilet paper, everywhere. It's unavoidable. You cannot avoid it. Yes, you can clean up everything you're putting on your body, but you're still going to be exposed to toxins. This is why detoxification is essential, because when you have heavy metals, when you have molds and funguses in your body, which the majority of people do, then you constantly have these xenoestrogenic compounds that mimic estrogen and are plummeting your testosterone levels. So the only thing you can do is to detoxify yourself. I made an in-depth video on how to detoxify your body, so you can check that out. But know that this is one of the most essential things for modern men to improve their testosterone levels. Now, there's also certain herbs you can take to support your testosterone levels and sexual libido. But I want to make an important point here that when you're requiring these hormonally stimulating herbs and supplements to experience, heightened levels of hormones, it means that your system is out of balance in the first place. So it may be kind of a band-aid type of thing. And again, if you're like getting up there in your age and it's just like, I'm doing my best, Jonathan, then yeah, taking herbs is fine. It's fantastic. But for me personally, when I was going through my hormonal imbalances, I was taking herbs and I was getting a positive effect from them, but it was very up and down because the body's always trying to reach a state of homeostasis. So stimulating hormones with herbs, you can have positive results from it, but usually it's going to be very up and down. And some herbs need to be cycled. So I believe that herbs are not something that should be relied upon, but they can be an ally in your quest for heightened hormone levels. If you want me to make a video on the most effective herbs I've tried for boosting testosterone levels and sexual libido, let me know in the comments below. And I want to end this video by talking a little bit about testosterone replacement therapy. I personally believe that it's unnecessary. As I stated at the beginning of this video, it's a myth that our testosterone levels naturally decline as we age. That is a result of our lifestyle. It's a result of our behavioral patterns. We become more docile. We spend more time sitting on the couch, playing video games, watching porn, ejaculating too much. And that's what's causing declining testosterone. So when you truly cleanse your body, get everything in your lifestyle back in balance, you are going to experience heightened libido. I personally believe that testosterone replacement therapy is unnecessary and can have a lot of negative side effects. But again, it's like if I was 75 years old, if I had a lot of major health issues, I would probably consider testosterone replacement. But for me right now, personally, it would be an absolute last resort. If you want me to make a video more about my thoughts on testosterone replacement, let me know in the comments. Thanks for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please share it with others. Men need to know that there are natural ways to improve their health and their hormones. Take care, my friends.